Katie here from Girl Bike Love. Today we're going to be looking at Freebeat's Lip Bike. Now, this bike might look like your typical indoor cycling bike, but let me tell you, it's a little bit different. Now that's due to the platform that this bike provides along with the riding experience. If you're the type that likes to see your name at the top of the leaderboard, or perhaps you like to ride to the beat of the music, or maybe you like to play video games, then this bike might provide the riding experience that is right for you. But before we get into the platform that this bike provides, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the mechanics and the construction of this bike. Now, this bike weighs 113 pounds. It's crafted from welded steel, and it accommodates riders up to 300 pounds. Riders that fit within the height range of 4'11" to 6'4" fit the best on this bike. I'm 5'4", a little bit taller in shoes, and I found that I could find a really comfortable riding position on this bike. Now the saddle does move up and down and front and back, but unfortunately the handlebars only move up and down, and that's just because of the monitor. That's not uncommon. That's pretty standard a lot of times with bikes that have a large monitor. So for those riders that are a little bit shorter in stature, kind of like me, kind of like myself, sometimes it can be harder to find a comfortable riding position, but I didn't have that on this bike. I was able to find a comfortable riding position, and it caused no issues with the handlebars not being able to have four-way adjustability. Now let's go ahead and we're going to talk about some of these other bike components, but I'm going to bring you a little bit closer so you can see them in greater detail. So on this bike, we wanted to point out that it does have wheels on the front that make it really easy to move, along with 4 levelers. So when riding, you don't have any rocking or anything like that. It's very easy to adjust. Now, talking about the flywheel, you can see it has a really awesome design. We love the look of it. But in addition to that, it does weigh 28 pounds, which is great because you want a heavier flywheel as you ride because it's going to increase the inertia, which causes a much smoother ride and a greater riding experience. In addition to that heavier flywheel, there is a belt drive that helps turn those pedals. Now, with that belt drive paired with the magnetic resistance that this bike offers, it allows for a very smooth riding experience and very quiet riding experience as well. Now, this bike does offer 100 levels of magnetic resistance and also includes the option for automatic adjusting resistance as well while you ride during class, which is something that not a lot of other bikes offer on the market. One thing we wanted to point out is you can see that this bike does offer toe cages. It does not offer a dual cleat toe cage option that many other bikes that are in this price point offer on the market. But if you're the type that just likes to get on your athletic shoes and jump on your bike and go for a ride, so this is a great option for you. For those more seasoned riders that are used to the SBDs, that might be something that you might want to look at. I mean, you can always change out pedals if needed, but it shouldn't be something that deters you from this bike because the overall construction of it is really great. It's very sturdy, very durable. Here's the competitive style saddle that this bike offers. In addition, you can see the dumbbell holders. Now the dumbbells are not included in this purchase, but can be purchased separately. Underneath the saddle is also, you'll see that cord there. That is also a sensor that is included in the gamification of the bike when riding. You get extra points when riding out of the saddle. Now we're going to go ahead and move on up and we'll go ahead and look at the resistance knob. Now the resistance knob is made of plastic, so we wish that maybe it was made of something a little bit more durable, but that's not mean that it's, not great quality. One great thing about this that makes it different than any of the other bikes on the market, except for, I guess there are a couple that offer this, is that it actually offers auto adjusting resistance. So as the instructor decides to change, the resistance requirements during class, you actually have the option to have the bike change the resistance for you, which is a great opportunity to push yourself a little bit harder than sometimes maybe you thought you would. I know there's a couple times when I was taking classes where I thought, wow, that was a lot more resistance than I was ready to put on, and I got a great workout because of it. So we loved that feature when testing this bike. Now the handlebars, as you can see, are just kind of your basic U shape. Now they're perfect for riding in positions 1, 2, and 3. They're very simplistic, no extra bars or anything, which we felt were just fine for class. You can see that there are 2 water bottle holders there that are made out of rigid plastic, which we like that they weren't, they weren't totally connected to the handlebars where you might knock them out. They're a good placement. This is the 21.5-inch monitor from Freebeat's Lit Bike. Now this monitor is a touchscreen. It rotates 180 degrees as well as tips up and down, so you can get away from that glare if something's bothering you while you're riding. Something that we loved is that it does pair with your Bluetooth headphones or heart rate monitor. Also, it does include speakers that are in the front of the bike compared to the back of the monitor. Some of the bikes that we've tested in the past have had speakers on the back of the monitor, and we feel that it has affected the riding experience, especially with a platform that relies so heavily on music. It would be a real shame if it was in the back, but since they're in the front, we felt that this really amped up the riding experience, made you kind of feel like you're in the club. It was really fun. Now, as you can see on this main page, it shows you your weekly summary, how many days, active days, time spent, your day streak. Also shows you how many reward points you've had. And those reward points are important because this bike is all about fun and incentivizing you to get on the bike and move, which is so important. And so, if riding and getting a great workout and improving your health were not enough, you can also earn money and gift cards. So you actually can earn money that goes to your PayPal account based on how many points you've earned during your classes. In addition, you can earn gift cards to great places like Amazon or Starbucks or Spotify, based on monthly challenges that they have going on. So here, we'll load some of those for you. So these monthly challenges, you can decide if you want to join them or not, and there's quite a few. So you can decide, which ones you're interested in. It'll teach you, like what are the game rules, if that's a gift card that you want to win or something you want to do. So you really can decide what's for you. Now, in addition, there are a bunch of classes that are offered. Let's go ahead and click on that. Now, these are all studio classes. There are no live classes offered at this time. They offer cycling, sculpting, and stretching. There are 3 music genres that are offered: pop, hip hop, and EDM, which are all really great music genres that fit the theme of their rides as well as their graphics to keep you amped and ready to go, that really go along with the gamification. Since this platform is all about riding to the beat, it really helps you find that beat and stay on the beat, even if you're not so musically inclined to be able to do so. What we love too is that they do offer a leaderboard, so as you ride, you earn points, and we'll show you that during the live section. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll learn next about how quiet this bike is and what it looks like taking one of the classes. To give you an idea of what this bike sounds like, we'll go ahead and let you have a listen. So you can hear my pants swishing a little bit. You might be able to hear that belt drive a little. Turn a little bit higher. So still very, very quiet. All right, so here's an example of a live class. So you can see it's going to track your calories as well as your cadence. Over here on the right-hand side, you're going to see that leaderboard. Now you're getting points for every time you find that beat, hitting that combo. As you keep that streak going, you get that bonus. Now, if I start to miss, try to miss here. So you'll see as I miss that beat, it'll start to say miss, and that bonus will start to go away here. But once I get back on, you'll start to see that combo come back into play. With a simple tap of the screen, that auto resistance goes back on. Now let's say that I wanted to stop. I have this option right here, this rhythm game. Kind of reminds me of Guitar Hero. So, I'm going to start to try to beat those lines before they get there based on my cadence. Just another fun game that I can play on the bike. Now that we've talked about the Freebeat Lit Bike and showed you how it works and what you can expect, let's talk about who it's great for and maybe who it might not be the best option for. If you are someone who likes to ride to the music, likes to play games, and loves a challenge and wants to be seen on that leaderboard, this might be a great bike to consider. If you're someone that likes to use a wide range of apps, such as Trader Road, Sufferfest, and some of the other ones on the market, perhaps this one might not be the best option for you at this point. But overall, we found this bike to be a great option as it's very durable, very sturdy, great bike components, and it offers a great riding experience. So, with any bike, we highly recommend you try it out before making any buying decisions. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, have a great day.